What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? My name is Nathan. I am one half of your Heel Brothers, and welcome in to the Tar Heel Game Day. How's everybody doing? Happy Halloween, everybody. Everybody good? I'm good. How about you? You guys good? I'm really good. Good. I think everybody liked my my new look today. How's it look? Go Heels, says Ron. I see that there in the comments. There he is. That's my buddy. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to breathe in this thing. I really, it's very hard to breathe. I'm not gonna lie to you. I should have done like a spooky sound effect, like a. How about that? Is that better? Do I sound better? Do I sound good? Gotta have some fun here on Halloween, man. Michael Myers is now North Carolina Tar Heel. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you expect it? Miss Tar Heel Ron has a new. Miss Tar Heel Ron here has a brand new YouTube here. This is Tar Heel Ron's wife. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Logan. Ken Law says, Happy Halloween, everyone. Go Heels. Go Heels. Absolutely, brother. Very glad to see you this afternoon on this lovely, lovely Halloween night. I'm actually going to be joined here by Mr. Tar Heel Ron right here in just a minute, and I am really looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta come out of this thing for a second. Oh, sorry, I gotta undo the chin straps. I'm locked in. I'm locked all the way. Oh wait, there's Ron. Hello everyone, welcome is Ron. Hello.
What's up, Nate? How you doing, buddy?
I am really hot right about now.
I see.
I butchered an orange
That
live
looks
on stream.
Oh, my brother.
that looks warm.
Dude, that was, I didn't realize at how hot that was going to be. And like, I couldn't breathe. When I started breathing hard, I couldn't breathe anymore. And, oh, holy cow. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that because, dude, that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was tough. That was really tough there for a minute, man. But I got a freshly cut orange here and it smells tremendous. And I am super excited to be able to get into that a little bit later. Ron, how are you this evening, sir? Uh-oh, are we having some internet issues? That's okay.
Just enjoying God.
This enjoying what now? Oh man. Hello everyone and welcome to Tar Heel Game Day.
The dream, buddy.
He is living the dream, is Tar Heel Ron. I am not living that dream right now. I'm not going. Where's my hat? Do I even have my hat right now? It's over there somewhere. That was actually extremely hot. I'm not gonna lie. That was intense. That was extremely intense. Ron is having. Looks like he may be having. He's out there enjoying nature. He's having a good time out there in nature right now. There he goes. We will check back in with him at a later time. Boy, as you guys can't tell, I'm hot. I'm not gonna. I thought that was gonna kill me. I thought that was the end of Nate right there. I really did, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Man, we got a game tonight, man. I think Ron is back with us, and it looks like he's having better connection issues. Better connection issues. Better connection. There it is. How about that? That sound a little bit. Okay. We sound a little bit better, man. How's it doing, dude?
It's going. That is spotty at best.
Spotty at best. Well, are you bringing anything in this evening, sir? Are you getting anything?
No, I just got down here about an hour to get in the
yeah.
First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning. I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. We got a game this evening, man. We got a game between North Carolina and Syracuse. You guys are getting a live watch party tonight. It is Halloween night. That's where Mr. Michael pays a visit there.
Yeah, hello, Vicky.
Oh man. So Ron's gone again. We'll double check with him in a minute. Make sure everything's good over there. We really did have a good time this week talking with Zach Wolf and also Tim Wilcox. Those guys cover Syracuse in a multiple amount of different ways. Tim Dagum covers Syracuse through the Daily Orange, which is the newspaper, same as Zach. Him and Zach kind of work together in a sense through the Daily Orange. And then you've also got Tim, who also works with Tar Heel 24/7 and also Sports Illustrated as well through the Juiced Online. So a lot of different outlets there for our Syracuse brethren. Alan, you missed it, bro. You missed the whole intro, man. You got to go back and you got to go rewatch the intro, man. It was really good. I am reeling from the intro. I'm not gonna lie. Ron is back with us again, and maybe he is more good. Hi, there you are. Hey, buddy.
I apologize, fellas. This,
you
like I
sound
said,
great.
it's spotty at best down here.
I was about to
The
say,
wife
you
just
great
texted me and said, "You." So cut the Bluetooth off. So maybe this will be better.
There you go. I love it, man.
Even 25 miles away, I'm still getting my chops busted, I guess you'd say.
I know, bro. I mean, hey, it happens. Like married life, I hear is like that, dude. I don't know what that's about, but boy, it sounds like it's fun, to say the least.
Well, I do have a good one, so can't complain there.
That's it. I mean, dude, she's even gotten. Look at this. She's even got her own YouTube channel now, and it's called at Miss Tar Heel Ron. Like this is legit, man. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we set that up there. I said, "Look, I'm going on tonight once I get down to the club, so." If you want to, because normally she watches on Facebook.
Yeah.
I told her, I said, look, we can't see, or I can't see the comments she makes. I said, so let's make a YouTube account, get you on that. That way I can see and everybody else can see what you post or send in. So she's like, well, set me up as Mrs. Tar Heel Ron. Hey, got you, love.
There you go, dude. That's awesome, bro. That is legitimately awesome. I like that, man. She is legit, and she is now part of us over here on the YouTube page, man, which I really appreciate that. I'm telling you, guys have been awesome ever since the beginning, man, and that's just great, dude. But I want to get your thoughts on this game tonight, man. We got Syracuse coming up right here. North Carolina's getting ready to kick off with Syracuse in just over an hour now. What's your thoughts? What's your feelings going into the game? Tell me all about it.
The way I'm feeling about this game, Nate, is we're averaging about 18 points a game.
Yes, sir.
And Syracuse over the last, ever since Angeli got hurt, they're averaging about the same, maybe a tad under.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm hoping that if the defense can play the way they did last week, I mean, we held Virginia to what, 19? What was that final score last week?
17.
Well, it's 17-16, right?
Right.
If we can hold Syracuse tonight to less than 20, I have a suspicion that we can put up 21. And I'm hoping that's the case. I have seen improvement week after week, not as big as an improvement as I'd like to see, but nevertheless, it's been an improvement.
Right.
So hopefully the defense will show up tonight, keep them 9 or less, and hopefully we can score what we're averaging right now is 18 plus.
Right.
I think we get a win tonight. That's my honest opinion.
I picked a win this evening against the Syracuse Orange myself. Alan, I do believe, flipped it on me at the last. I think he was going to pick North Carolina. I think he flipped it. I could be wrong. But there is breaking news coming out of Syracuse that just happened in the last hour. They are going with their freshman quarterback, not the guy that came in, that has been coming in for them. They think there's going to be potentially a piece for them moving forward, but a brand new, different quarterback that nobody even heard about. And I don't even think that even our guys from Zach or Tim mentioned him last week or during the week this week. And I'm trying to make sure I find the report because I want to make sure I get his name correct here. Here we go, Pete Thamel. Joseph Filardi. He is going to be the guy he is getting the start tonight for for Syracuse against North Carolina. Don't know much about the kid at all, to be honest with you. I don't know what his tendencies are. So this is going to be an interesting turn of events here for Carolina, a guy that they haven't seen at all. And now they're going to have to go up against him. And we know how North Carolina has been in years past when it comes to quarterbacks you don't know very well. It ends up being a very long day for Carolina. But what's your thoughts on that opening up while I look up this guy a little bit?
Well, I think we need to give him a huge introduction to Melchior Bouye.
I like it.
Well, the good thing about having a freshman quarterback, 9 out of 10 times, don't matter how good they are, you get a lot of pressure on them. They tend to make mistakes. So hopefully that will increase our turnover margin.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hoping for anyways.
Okay.
I don't think Syracuse has, based on what Inside Carolina said about statistics, they're not very good at stopping the run, and they don't have a very good running game themselves. So if we can stop the run, stay in that freshman's face pretty much all night long, I think it might be a long night for Syracuse.
Okay. So
at least that's what I'm hoping for.
Here's some news. Joseph Filardi is not a recruit of Syracuse in the football realm. He is a walk-on quarterback who is a highly touted lacrosse player, and he committed to Syracuse through lacrosse. Now, evidently, he's a pretty daggum good lacrosse player, from what we're hearing. From what I'm seeing right now, he's a pretty daggum good lacrosse player, but he's not a quarterback. Now I'm sure
if he ends up being a great quarterback and a good lacrosse player, we'll take him down here.
Yeah, so there we go. So this is going to be an interesting game for North Carolina, and an interesting game for him. I think you hit the nail on the head, man. It is stop the run and make this kid beat you. Now, if he can make all the throws, with him starting against a power 4, you have to think there is obviously a level of competency there. I mean, because he's starting over their other freshman, who they think who was a big recruit for them, which I think he is currently played for, based off of what Tim and Zach said, he's already played 3 or 4 games currently. So maybe trying to hold on to that red shirt. He could play 4 games in a bowl. So maybe trying to potentially hold on to that red shirt. Also, Collins, the quarterback who transferred from LSU, they're starting over him too, and he's had some struggles. Now he has, keep in mind this, in 4 1/4 games, basically 4 games, because he sat out the second half of the last game against Pitt. He has thrown for almost 1,000 yards, which is more than Gio Lopez has all year, and he's played in only technically 4 games. Now he has 8 interceptions in that time as well. His QBR is 130th in the country. Gio's is 125. So it looks like Fran Brown's trying to mix it up a little bit and get somebody out there fresh, because maybe they just don't trust this kid that much.
He's probably trying to find somebody to light a spark. I mean, they have been struggling in the last 4 weeks, so
right.
He's probably trying to find something that will ignite the team to play a little better, stronger, faster, whatever. But
right,
is he a true freshman?
True freshman.
Yeah, he's gonna have a bad night.
Yeah, he's a true freshman walk-on. Hasn't played any this year. As a matter of fact, he is so I don't know where this news came from, because he's not even listed on the depth chart. I just saw an update. He's not even listed on the depth chart, but Syracuse just posted him a few minutes ago. So it's like all of a sudden in the last hour, they're like, hey, boom, he's the guy.
Wow.
Yeah. Very, very, very weird.
That could be what do you call it? A sneak attack, element of surprise. Hey, look, we're throwing this guy out here. You don't have any film on him. We'll see what he can do.
I just wonder that considering he's not even on the depth chart, would that technically be allowed?
Well,
You know,
according to
per
what the
ACC
ACC
rules?
rules said early in the season or before season started, was you didn't have to put a depth chart out before non-con games, but once you started ACC play
Yeah.
against ACC opponents, you had to have a depth chart in by Friday or the day before the actual game day.
And that would be, obviously yesterday, but here we are
Right.
today. That's wild. That's a wild development. I'll see how that ends up going, because that is an
And if
interesting
that's the
thing.
case, we win by default.
There you go. I mean, I'll take the third dub this year. We absolutely need it, man. For sure, dude. This is gonna be an interesting game. This is gonna be a really interesting game here for North Carolina, because I mean, to me, now this is just to me. Maybe you agree with me, maybe disagree. This is the best chance for North Carolina, no matter who's starting a quarterback. This is the best chance for North Carolina to get a win for the rest of the season, and you need something.
Yeah, and the good thing is if we can pull off a win tonight, because you know as well as I do, wins breed wins.
Yeah.
So if we can win tonight, carry that momentum into next week, might be a good thing. Because we got Stanford next week?
Stanford next week at 4:30.
Yeah, got Stanford next week, then Wake, then Duke, then State, right?
State. That's it.
Or should I say puke and fake?
There you go. And as a matter of fact, here's the thing. After tonight, North Carolina doesn't even leave the state of North Carolina.
Well, can't blame anything on jet lag after that.
Yeah, and it's home cooking from here on out. After you get back from New York, you're home. So Carolina needs, if Carolina wants to finish strong, and this is what we've heard about, on the field, X's and O's, Belichick teams do better as the season goes on. That's what we've always heard, and you've even seen it as the time. If that is going to continue, it starts tonight. You got to get this is a give me win. Seriously, this is a give me win.
Yeah, this is the start of a good finish, or should be.
Absolutely. And Syracuse, when they had Angeli, was a really good offense, but their defense was very suspect. Hence the reason when a UConn comes to town, they almost knocked them off inside of the Carrier Dome or whatever, JMA Wireless, whatever the case may be. They almost knocked them off, right? It went to overtime or double overtime. I can't, if I remember correctly. Tennessee did what they wanted to do. Now, they won against Colgate pretty handily. It's Colgate. They did what they're supposed to do there. But they're known for their offense, right?
Right.
Well, Angeli's gone. So if the defense is struggling, Carolina needs to take advantage there. Their running game, North Carolina's running game has gotten better. You have 3-4 backs that can just have a day. Pick one. Remember back a couple of years ago, or more than a couple of years ago now. I say a couple of years ago, but it feels like it's only been a couple of years ago when you had Javonte and Michael Carter. It was just like, hey, one of you guys are going to have a day. Here you go. Have at it, Captain. Right? And Benjamin Hall's had a day. We know Damon June can have a day. Davion Goss is seemingly getting better from what we see every time he touches the rock. Jalen McGill last week, number 27. I didn't even saw that name this year.
Right.
Just all of a sudden pops out on the scene. By the way, here I am. Here we go, baby. I have to say that Carolina should be able to go win this game handily today. And I'm putting the pressure on North Carolina now. You need to go win by a touchdown or more today. This has got to be the day. This has to be the day.
Well, the good thing is we've been getting better, but it's been in small increments. I wanted to see a bigger jump from week to week. Unfortunately, we haven't seen that. If tonight we can run the ball effectively, and the O-line looked pretty good last week.
Yeah.
Not great, but pretty good compared to what we've seen, like, say, the first 4 or 5 weeks.
Right.
So if the O-line can keep up what they did last week, and we can run the ball effectively, take some pressure off Gio. Look, hey, you ain't got to, dink and dunk. Take what the defense gives you, pick up the 5 yards, get into the next down, get another set, move from there. Just keep the chains moving. That's the biggest thing. And once we get on defense, make them go 3 and out several times. So I think because if I'm not mistaken, Carolina has not played with a lead since the Richmond game. Correct? So
yeah, they were never up on Virginia.
right. We always play. I mean, we've played from behind against every Power 4 team. So if we can get out, get a lead, I think Belichick's doing what needs to be done. I just don't think they pulled in the players they needed. I think they just went out and got whatever they could to fill a roster.
Yeah, there's definitely is some of that for sure, man. I think we're all been kind of talking about it right now is the fact that North Carolina when Belichick and Lombardi came in, it was, hey, we need to get guys to fill the roster because North Carolina, and we even covered it, back when it was going on, Carolina was lacking a lot in players that had left due to graduation and draft and everything else, and also guys that left in the portal. And a lot of guys, especially on the lines of scrimmage, just left.
Right.
A lot of them were gone. Right. And plus guys that, and you had a ton of guys graduating on the defensive line anyway. So there was a lot of, hey, I need pieces just to fill roster spots there. Now, where I will say is that, you're starting to see a little growth throughout the year, and Aiden Buchanan was a guy that everybody talked about very early on in the season, had a couple of good games, but then hasn't been benched. But I will say, like, guys like Ja'Kai Moore. Ja'Kai Moore is getting better each and every week. You're seeing the D-line with guys like Dontre Robinson, I have been a big-time Dontre Robinson fan since he got here. Ever since I watched him, you can see him getting consistently better and better and better.
Absolutely.
CJ Mims from ECU had his best game last week. He was there. Melcart finally getting that moment where he just shined, and boy, did he. So the line, I feel like this team is getting better. They are fairly young. Like, this is a fairly young team. This is a younger team than North Carolina's had in quite some time. Maybe since Mac got here this last go around. Maybe the early Mac years. Like 2020, his first season, maybe the second season there. But this has been a fairly younger team. And a lot of guys that are playing right now, well, a good number of guys outside of the offensive line are guys that you're going to see again next year as long as they stay here. And just I want to continue to see that maturity, and I feel like we're starting to see more of that, and that's my favorite part of the whole.
Yes. Yeah, if we can keep, I wouldn't say the majority, but the pieces that are working out right now, keep those core group.
Yeah.
And going to next year without them transferring out, or, hey, you know what? I've tried this experiment. It ain't working. If we can keep those around and add to it, I think this team will be, I ain't gonna say great, but they'll be really good next year and maybe even great in 27.
Right. And
that's going to be the classes they're recruiting. It looks pretty good on paper. Now, we all know how high school kids are when they come into a university. It's not a flip the switch. Hey, you know what? I'm good now, or I'm great now. It takes some time.
Yeah,
it's been a heck of a year.
It has been a heck of a year. And here's the thing: North Carolina's got, I think, now with the flip yesterday, the wide receiver commit.
Right.
Carolina's plus 40 in this recruiting class coming in next year. And that is a lot of players. Now, granted, you're going to be losing a good bit. Like, your entire offensive line, basically, your starting offensive line's gone outside of, I think, maybe one.
Right.
Because they're out of eligibility. They're not going to be here anymore. So
everybody's seniors are older.
Yeah, and there's going to be some turnover on this roster. And, if you did the math, you're honestly kind of looking at a possible 70 brand new again, considering I think the roster, is it 105 that it maxes out, or is it 110?
105.
105. Okay. So you got 40 right there. And now you need 65 more. You got your returners. You're going to have some transfer portal players. This is going to be tough. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be tough. But I feel like they'll be able to figure this thing out. because I do think that you found some players there. I mean, think of Shenard Clower, not Shenard Clower. Tucker, the receiver Tucker, who's came off the practice squad basically.
Right.
He shows up and shows out. McGill, the running back, shows up and starts showing out. You start getting some guys like that, some dogs, some people. And that's honestly one thing I have to say that I am liking out of this regime is the ability to create an edge for players in practice and day to day that gives them something to play for. Like, hey, you can go and earn a roster spot, but you got to go earn it.
Exactly.
And make, so one of my favorite series to watch all the time, and I just love this personally, is I really like watching things like Hard Knocks. And I like watching, there's an Amazon series that came out a number of years ago. They stopped doing it, but in 2016, it was Amazon called All or Nothing.
Right.
And it went through and documented an entire NFL team season.
Right.
I'm a Rams fan. In 2016, when the Rams came back to LA, they did a long series or a season long. This was Jeff Fisher's last year, so you got to see Jeff Fisher get fired and the whole ordeal. But watching some of these players as they were on the practice squad work their way up into getting into the games and becoming key pivotal players, I love that story. And you see that hunger in their drive. And that's what Belichick is recreating here. And I have to say, when it comes to I know we laugh at it, the 30-30 NFL team, I like that aspect of the team. What say you?
Yeah, that approach is great. Well, I think what the number one, they didn't know what they had to begin the when they first got here.
Right.
Tried to add the pieces they needed or what they thought they needed. And what they seen in practice versus what the product was on the field was different. Because like I told you, coaching youth ball for 16 seasons, you pick a team, draft a team, whatever. You get out there and go, yeah, these kids look good.
Right.
Well, yeah, they look great against each other, but what did it look like against equal or better competition? Now you see the difference.
Right.
And I think that's what they're facing right now, or have faced up until now, is they not exactly sure what they got. So they're kind of piecemealing things together in order to put a starting 11 out there. And now they're starting to see, like the kid you're talking about earlier, never really even heard his name until here recently.
Mm-hmm.
He's been putting in the work, doing what's been asked of him. Because as a coach, that's all you can do is like, hey, look, this is what we want you to do. This is how we want you to do it. And this is how we want you to execute it. And if they don't see it in practice, they're not going to give you a chance on game day.
Right.
So if they keep pushing forward with the things that they've been doing and learning, I mean, how many times? I'll be honest with you, Nate. If I hear the word fundamentals one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. But I know, coaching myself, that's the part of it. And that's what these guys had to learn. Unfortunately, it's taken a lot longer than what we thought it would. Right. But they had to learn, hey, look, this is the fundamentals they want us using. This is how they want us to use the fundamentals in order to execute any given play. And it's taken a lot longer. And now they're trying to weed out the ones that are getting it versus the ones that, because let's be honest, if you've got a guy that looks like a 5-star versus a 3-star, yeah, chances are you're going to start the 5-star guy because he's bigger, stronger, faster.
Right.
But if he's not doing the little things, like getting a proper stance, using proper technique, pad level, whatever the case might be, you kind of roll with it and say, you know what, he'll get it eventually. But when he doesn't get it, he's like, hey, look, I got a guy over here that's, 2 inches shorter, 30 pounds lighter, not as quick, but he's doing all the things we asked him to do. And that's the one that's going to kind of rise to the top and take somebody else's spot. And I think that's what they're doing now, man. It's just trying to weed out like the Bible says, separate the wheat from the chaff.
There you go. No, 100%, man. I think you're hitting on something big right there because, the 5-star guys, we kind of talk about there's a star ranking. Obviously, we see you got 3 stars and 4 stars and 2 stars and 1 stars and no stars and you know
Right.
walk-ons and all this, that, and the other thing. All that matters is, and I heard this put perfectly one time, is how many dogs are you? Are you a 5 dog? Are you a 4 dog? Are you a 3 dog, 2 dog, 1 dog, or a no dog? Because you can come in with as many stars you want. You can have 83 stars. I don't care, right? You could be the first to ever 100 star.
Right.
But if you don't have that dog in you, what good are you? You know, you're just a body. You're just a piece. You're just a person. That's it. But you let a guy come in there. That you hear the stories all the time. The guys that come in the 5th, 6th, 7th round of the drafts, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I remembered everybody that was picked before me." And
Yeah.
here they last lots longer sometimes. You know, and you even see it on these college teams. I mean, some of the 5-star talent that North Carolina's seen that has come through. Hey, they're not here, or they didn't get significant playing time or any at all because people that may have been less of a fancy recruit come in and they're just better than them because they come in there, they work, they bring their lunch pail, they put their hands in the dirt and say, "Let's go, baby." You know, me and you. You know.
Yeah. Travis Shaw was a prime example of that. When that kid came in, I was like, yeah, this guy's going to be a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, went to the Georgia State game. He's on the sideline. I'm like, put him in. Put him in. Me and my daughter sitting there, put him in, put him in. I think he maybe got 3 snaps the entire game. I'm like, man, this kid come in. He's highly touted. Supposed to be the next coming of Reggie White. And he's not even playing. Now, I know a lot of that probably, based on some of the things I've read and heard, a lot of that had to do with his work ethic. Didn't want to put in the work, didn't want to put in the time, didn't want to, do the things that was required of him. I don't know. But the fact is that, as a coach, if you look at what you're going to trust what you see in practice in order to put it in on game day.
Yeah.
I know that. I've done it for years. Give you a prime example. I've got a team full of athletes. I mean, I got athletes out the yin yang. Go down to a place called Peachtree City. All slow, I wouldn't say clumsy. All slow white boys. Seriously. I
What
look
we
at my
got?
team. I look at them. I said, yeah, we got this in the bag. They had us down 22-0 at halftime because every one of them kids come to play and play. Because, I'm talking about youth football. You got a team full of athletes. I don't want to play offensive guard. I don't want to play offensive tackle. I want to be a running back. Well, not everybody can run the ball. Not everybody can be the quarterback or the wideout. But those kids we played, they loved playing the line. They loved blocking. They loved getting in somebody's face and driving them 8 yards off the ball every time the ball snapped. That's what we need. We need kids that love to play the position they're designed to play or the position they're picked to play and love it.
Buy in.
Yes.
Got to buy in.
Well, just like they said in Remember the Titans.
Yes.
Attitude reflect leadership, boss.
100%. Absolutely 100%. I think you hit it spot on there. And,
I think they'll get this thing righted. It's just going to take a little longer than what all of us bought into the hype. Hey, Belichick's coming in. We've got some players. He's bringing some players in. Yep. I mean, I said it at the beginning of the season. Yeah, 10-2, possibly 12-0.
I was right there with you, bud.
And now I look at it and go, man, we'd be lucky to make a daggone bowl game this year.
Think about it, man. 6 wins. You got to get the 6 wins. And here's the thing: you're already at 5 losses.
Yep.
And you got 2 wins and 5 losses. So that means you can only lose 1 more game. So
that's like me and Mrs. Tar Heel Ron said. We got 5 more games.
Mm-hmm.
We got to win at least 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight starts that. If we win tonight and beat Fake and Puke and Stanford and lose to Wake, I'm okay with that. I don't want to lose to Duke. I don't want to lose to the fake.
I don't either.
Don't want to lose to anybody, really. I mean, I'm just saying best case or worst case scenario. Wake Forest is the only loss you got left. But if we can run the table, great. Which is the good thing because Belichick's teams normally get better as the season goes on.
Right.
And I hope that's the case.
If Carolina is able to, let's just say best case scenario happens and you run the table, you will re-energize the fan base again. And you'll come into next year and it may not quite be to the level of TCU, but it'll be pretty daggum. You'll be buzzing when you come to Ireland to start the game or start the season next year. I think week 0. I think you played week 0 that year, next year.
I mean, look at it this way. How empty were the stands this past week?
Unfortunately, I was not there. Well, actually, kind of fortunately. I was steaming a little bit after that.
Well, I seen pictures and videos. It was pretty doggone empty, except for up close and personal seats.
I can honestly say when I went to the Clemson
second
game,
section up, nobody.
Yeah, when I went to the Clemson game, I was actually fairly surprised because it was actually fairly full. I ain't gonna lie, but it wasn't that way for long. But from what I saw from the pictures, it was bad against Virginia. And I mean, and here's the thing: you were in a contest with them, and really had them beat. You didn't do it. So I mean, yeah. North Carolina's on some bare grounds right now, and they got a chance tonight to do something really, really good. This is I love Fran Brown.
Absolutely.
Personally, I am a Fran Brown fan. I love this dude, right? And
absolutely.
I want to see him succeed. But here's the problem. With his team right now, they have been bit. They got bit big time when it comes to injury bug. And their biggest thing was,
what are you doing, dog?
Was their quarterback. And
it's going. All you gotta do is throw some wood on it.
They don't have their QB anymore, and their backups have not been that great. And then they have a freshman who they think really highly of. Problem is, you want to conserve that guy until later time when you're ready to use him. So
I think he's gonna have a bad night.
Yeah, and then you got the walk-on who's starting tonight, evidently. And then you got the dispute with YouTube TV and everything else. So we're going to do the watch party. I don't know exactly how yet. I think I can access it through ESPN Plus, and I can watch it, I think, or watch it through ESPN. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure I can. So
I haven't even looked at it yet.
Yeah, so I mean, YouTube TV evidently, and
I know the wife will be watching.
Yeah, so like evidently YouTube TV and all that stuff you can't watch ABC, ESPN, anything Disney basically, because they had a dispute, something that happened evidently earlier this morning, and I've been somewhat following it today.
Let's go CW.
Yeah, no joke. Gotta love it. Yeah, you gotta love it. Yeah, I don't know what the flipping is, the issues that they got going on there. The good news is,
hey Tommy, there's plenty of wood back here.
All right, I'm gonna get it.
Here's the thing: North Carolina's got a they're wearing the throwbacks today. We switched up the unis.
Oh yeah,
I'm so
that's the problem. We haven't used the throwbacks or the stormtroopers yet.
Yeah,
do it, man. Just do it. Yeah, change your luck up. Whatever it takes, just get it done.
You got to change up the uniforms, man. That's really that's one thing I've loved about North Carolina, and that's what I like about college football.
Yeah,
because like in the pros, you know what you're going to get all the time.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with it. You know, the pros are the pros, and there's iconic uniforms and iconic teams and this, that, and the other thing. But like in college, you can have a little bit of fun, man. Like let's have some fun in college, dude. You know. Yeah, we're trying to be, 33rd NFL team, all that good, but switch up the unis, man. I mean, dadgum. We heard before the season, we got the stair step UNC throwbacks coming. You got the Navy jerseys coming back. Here we go. And it's like, we ain't got jack. We ain't got nothing.
Right. But, see, and that's the one thing I liked about when Fedora was here.
Yeah.
Uniforms change week to week.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
And really
for
the
the
same
most
thing
part.
with Mac. Mac, you'd switch it up all the time.
Yeah.
Blue pants, white helmet, something. You just switched up every week. It was never the same thing. So I'm glad that they proved me wrong, and I can't wait to bust out my my retro unis today and this evening, and maybe to start the show. Maybe I can, now that I've cooled down a little bit, maybe I can put the mask back on for a little while and do the thing.
Right.
I'm not trick-or-treating, but everybody else is. Dude, we have had a week of birthdays here at the Hill Brothers, and it's been wild, to say the least. So to start off the week, you had my sister-in-law, Miss Ashley. She
Right.
it was last Sunday. It was her birthday, so we said happy birthday to her. Then
Happy
later
birthday,
on,
Miss Ashley.
and then the middle boy, Bryson, Alan's son, sure enough, had his birthday, and they were down there at the beach, hanging out, chilling out, and having a good time with that. As a matter of fact, do I still have the picture overlay deal? I probably do somewhere. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just fibbing myself. I think I am fibbing myself. Oh no, wait. I do. Here we go. Sweet. Come on, load. You can do it. And boom. There it is. Bryson, his birthday.
There we go.
Which was this week. And then the Godfather. The man who is the reason that the Hill Brothers are here. Our grandfather, his birthday was yesterday.
Wow.
Almost 80. He's getting close there, but he is the Godfather. He is the reason that we are Tar Heels, and he has always been. He holds it down for the family, man. I tell you that much. His birthday was yesterday, so we're having it. And then our mom's birthday is next Sunday.
Wow.
He said he wasn't coming on the show. We're working on that. We are working on that because I had the same conversation with him. And we're going to be working on that for sure, because we got to get an interview from him at least once.
Yeah.
Got to come on at least once to
at least once.
At least once. So yeah, we got birthdays galore going on right now, and we've got a ton of cool things that's happening right now. The Hill Brothers, more than likely on Sunday, I am going to be announcing something brand new. That is going to be. It won't really affect us here, but this is kind of a personal thing, and it will be a part of the Hill Brothers in a small way, put it to you that way. But we got a lot coming this week for all of you guys that are watching. This coming Monday, November the 3rd, you guys have got to tune in and make sure that you keep an eye on the brand new series hosted by Jeff Blackwood, the Tar Heel Olympic Spotlight. This is where North Carolina Olympic sports get their shine, get their spotlight, and get their moment in the sun, because they absolutely deserve it. Jeff has been a big time fan of the North Carolina Olympic sports. He goes to wrestling. Him and his daughter, they go to volleyball. They go to baseball and softball. And if Carolina was playing chess, they'd be there. And the field hockey and everything that happens at North Carolina, where North Carolina really gains a ton of their national championships from, is in the Olympic sports, and nobody is really taking the time to cover them properly. And over here at the Hill Brothers, we want to give them a spotlight the best that we possibly can. So Jeff is going to be doing that starting this Monday. You be guys getting it from every Monday from here on out, starting November 3rd. Make sure and tune in, because
that'll be cool.
Yeah, Carolina Olympic sports are going to be great. So he's a little nervous about it. He's a little nervous. He doesn't know exactly how it's going to go. So we're going to see how this thing goes, and it'll mature as it goes on. And we've given him full reign and support. Like, hey, whatever you want to do,
good deal.
We will make sure it happens for you. And I know he's super excited about it. And he's already talked about some potential interviews with some coaches pretty soon. So be sure and tune in for that as well. Ron, it has been a fun time, dude. We got K-Bar Soap, who is a sponsor.
Love
we're going to be
K-Bar.
seeing him. Dude, we're going to be seeing him very, very soon, as a matter of fact, because the Christmas show, the Southern Christmas show, where Alan met Chris for the first time, the owner of K-Bar Soap, is coming up next month. And throughout the month of November, if you are in the Charlotte area, the Southern Christmas show is a really cool place to go. If you like Christmas stuff anyway, it's a massive place with a ton of vendors, and K-Bar Soap is going to be there. And the Hill Brothers might be making an appearance over there with him and hanging out with him for a while.
Yes,
saying.
sir.
So, yeah, there could be.
You got to ditch the bar and grab a grenade.
Do my dude. Yes, Ron knows it. 15% off. Use the promo code HB15. We'll get you 15% off of your order. He not only does soaps, which, by the way, the soaps are they got none of those weird chemicals and things of that nature. This is all natural soap made and handcrafted by a former Marine. He takes very much pride in what he does, and he does a lot of good stuff, man. He not only does soap, but he does all kinds of different hygiene products there as well. So beard oil
makes a man smell like a man.
There you go, and you got it right there. So he's that, and he's got super cool patches. I've actually got one on the back of my book bag, which is a little grenade. It's got eyeballs, so I like that one a lot. It's great. It's good stuff. Love me some K-Bar, says Alan. Happy birthday to all of you from the one and only Miss Tar Heel Ron. That's awesome right there, brother. I like that. You guys are like the power couple of. You guys beat Bill and Jordan by a long shot, bro.
Yeah, we're only 2 years apart.
Yeah, a lot more normal. Ron, get you some Ricky Recon No Scent soap. There you go. Get that. Alan says. Love the old picture from Alan, by the way. Gotta love the old picture there.
What does that say? Ron, get you some Ricky Recon No Scent soap? Yeah, absolutely.
And then Alan has a bunch of laughing faces to go along with it, because he's talking about his picture back there. As well. He is actually taking the kids out trick-or-treating on this night. He delivers up in a really cool area.
Good dad, Alan. Good dad.
Oh yeah, so he's taking them. Dude, hold on a second. Hold on a second. We got some time before game day ends here, and don't forget, right here at 7:20. I actually pop it up now. At 7:20 will be the start of the live watch party right here on the Hill Brothers. I will be hanging out. I think Jeff will be coming in as well the second he gets done with volleyball and everything. So maybe a little bit past halftime. I'm not sure exactly when this is. But I talked to you, remember, so we talked about Alan and everybody's birthday this week. So after we got done with the watch party the other night, which, by the way, the watch parties have been going outstanding. North Carolina fans have been going just through the roof. 40,000 views in the BYU game, 23,000 views from the Winston-Salem State game the other night. We'll see you guys Monday night, by the way, as well, for the watch party for the opening game this year for North Carolina. But here's the deal. We just jumped over 3,000 subscribers here and we are at 3095, which means we're almost at 3,100. You guys have been absolutely destroying it. We really, really appreciate everything that you guys have been doing, because it's just been wild to me. It really has. And what you guys are doing are sparking some things that are happening behind the scenes. Again, we may be talking about this stuff on Monday, but I want to dial it back to the birthdays. So we know the birthdays are happening, right? It's Alan, good dad, takes the kids to the place to do the trick-or-treating and all that good jazz. Okay, so last year in April in 2024, I took a trip to Philadelphia to watch WrestleMania. First time I've ever been to WrestleMania, right? WWE fan since I was 8 years old and everything. Alan knew this. He would kind of off and on watch it a little bit with me, a little bit in my earlier days with WWE. So me and my buddy Philip, I've mentioned him a few times. We decided, screw it. We've been fans of WWE for so long. We're going to go to Philadelphia. It was a Christmas gift. So in 2024, we went to Philadelphia. Well, when we did, Alan wanted to kind of watch the WrestleMania because it's cool. This is super flipping sweet. Dwayne Johnson was going to be there that night. You had Randy Orton and all these guys that we grew up with, right? We're going to be there. Well, when Alan turned it on the TV and he watched it at home, my nephew, the middle son, Bryson, the one who just had the birthday, fell in love with it. We went earlier in the year. We went to a WWE Raw event on Monday night show that was in Charlotte, had a good time, but he's just fallen head over heels for WWE, and he's a big fan. Well, I'll be dogged. After the watch party on Wednesday night, I called my brother because everybody got together and went to eat for Bryson's birthday. I was not able to be because I was on here with you guys. But sure enough, I called him afterwards, and I heard this god-awful noise. I was like, dude, what's going on over there? He's like, oh, that's Bryson. I said, is he okay? Is he dying? Is he having a hemorrhage? What the heck's going on here?
Right.
He's like, oh, no. He says, you got to see what's happening at my house right now. I said, what is it? He said, check your phone. So I looked at, sure enough, heard a text come in, and this is what I open up my texts and see.
Jeez Louise.
He bought this. I guess him and Ashley, I don't know who actually got it. Got this man an inflatable ring, and he got on the phone. He got on the phone with me. He says, "Nathan, what you doing?" I said, "Nothing. What are you doing?" He says, "I'm wrestling." I said, "Are you sure?" He says, "Yeah, man." He says, "I got speared and this, that, and the other thing." I said, "Well, who's winning?" He said, "Well, me, of course."
Wow.
Oh man, he was having himself a great night. So Bryson was having himself a fun time, and he is enjoying. He's trick-or-treating tonight and coming home and fighting for the WWE Championship when he gets back to the house tonight.
Tell him don't forget the atomic elbow.
There you go. There you go. And he is a Dusty guy too. So there you go.
Right.
I tell you.
American Dream, Dusty Rose.
Made them both and picked than thick arms. I love Dusty, man. Baby.
Absolutely.
Oh, that dude was great, man. So much fun. But hey, we're gonna get out of here, man. We really appreciate all you guys for tuning in with us over here at Tar Heel Game Day. Thank you, Ron, coming in clutch. It's getting
absolutely,
dark.
brother.
You might be able to, since it's just now getting dark, you might be able to kind of peek your head in there in the woods, just make sure there's nobody, nothing poking out down there, and just take a pop shot at somebody. You never know what might happen. You might have securing something. He was jumping from the couch over the top rope. Says, and evidently the Ricky Recon, Alan says, is a K-Bar no scent soap. So there you go. K-Bar has their own no scent soap there. Is Ricky Recon. So boom.
Good deal. Thank you, Alan.
Keep that in mind there as well. We want to appreciate you guys so much for all that you do. Again, be sure and check it out over here at K-Bar Soap. 15% off. Use promo code HB15. We'll get you 50% off your entire order. And
ditch the bar, get a grenade.
That's it. Ditch the bar, grab a grenade. It'll blast the filth off your day, and you'll be coming out you just be excited. You'll just be over the moon. You'll come out squeaking. Ask Ron.
Might even make your lady happy.
Might even make your lady. Yeah, I mean, you smell like crud, and you. Oh man, these things can fly off the rails so much. I love.
Woo!
Man. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all for being here. See you guys right here in just a little bit for the live watch party, North Carolina versus Syracuse. And as always,
go Heels.
I have to find my music. I just found my music. That's not the music. This is.
Cue the music.